The Kukis yearned for the freedom to govern themselves and preserve their cultural identity. The Anglo-Kuki War, from 1917 to 1919, stands as a testament to their unwavering spirit. This conflict, sparked by British attempts to impose forced labour and recruit Kuki men for World War I, saw fierce resistance from the Kuki people. Although ultimately defeated, the Anglo-Kuki War solidified the Kukis' reputation as fierce warriors. It also ignited a burning desire for self-rule that would continue for generations. The memory of their struggle against the British remains deeply ingrained in the Kuki consciousness. It serves as a reminder of their historical autonomy and fuels their ongoing pursuit of self-determination. This desire for a separate administration is not a recent phenomenon, but a deeply rooted aspiration that has been passed down through generations. The Kuki struggle for separate administration did not end with Indian independence in 1947. Instead, it marked the beginning of a new chapter in their quest for recognition and autonomy. As the Indian Republic was being formed, the Kukis sought to carve out a space for themselves within this new political landscape. They aimed to secure a distinct identity and governance structure that would reflect their unique cultural and historical heritage. Since the 1960s, the Kukis have engaged in a relentless campaign to voice their demands. This campaign has been marked by persistence and resilience as they navigated the complexities of Indian politics and bureaucracy. Kuki activist. This campaign has taken the form of countless memoranda and petitions submitted to various authorities, including the central government. Each document is a testament to their unwavering commitment to their cause. These documents meticulously detail their historical grievances, their aspirations for self-governance, and the socio-political challenges they face. They highlight the injustices endured and the dreams of a self-determined future. Despite the volume of these appeals, the response from the government has been slow and often inadequate. The bureaucratic machinery has moved at a glacial pace, offering little in the way of concrete solutions. The Kukis argue that their concerns have been largely ignored, their pleas for justice falling on deaf ears. They feel that their legitimate demands have been sidelined in favour of other political priorities. This lack of meaningful engagement has led to frustration and a sense of marginalisation among the Kuki people. The community feels increasingly alienated from the decision-making processes that affect their lives. They feel their voices are not being heard, their concerns not being taken seriously. This sense of neglect has only deepened their resolve to continue their struggle. This sense of being unheard has fueled further unrest and a renewed determination to secure their rights. The Kuki community remains steadfast in their pursuit of recognition, driven by a collective memory of past struggles and a vision for a just future. The demand for a separate administration is not a passing whim. It represents a deep-seated desire for self-determination that has been simmering for over 7 decades. This desire is not just a recent development, but has roots that go back to the early days of India's independence. The Kukis believe that a separate administration is the only way to ensure their political and cultural rights are safeguarded. They have consistently voiced their concerns and aspirations through various platforms and movements. Kuki activists. They argue that it will allow them to have greater control over their land, resources, and destiny. This control is seen as essential for the preservation of their unique way of life and heritage. This demand is rooted in the belief that the existing administrative framework within the states they inhabit has failed to address their unique needs and aspirations. The Kukis feel that their voices are often drowned out in the larger political discourse. They point to instances of marginalization, underrepresentation, and a lack of development in Kuki-dominated areas as evidence of this failure. These issues have led to a sense of disenfranchisement and frustration among the Kuki people. The Kuki people are determined to secure their future. They are actively engaging in political processes, organizing community meetings, and seeking alliances to further their cause. They believe that a separate administration is not just a political goal, but a necessity for their survival as a distinct cultural group within India. This belief is deeply ingrained in their collective consciousness and is passed down through generations. Their struggle is a testament to their enduring spirit and their unwavering commitment to self-determination. The Kuki people's journey is marked by resilience, hope, and a relentless pursuit of justice and recognition. The year 2023 marked a significant turning point in the Kuki struggle for recognition and autonomy. This year was not just another chapter in their long history, but a pivotal moment that would shape their future. The ethnic cleansing campaign, unleashed by the Meitei community, starting in June, brought renewed urgency to the Kukis' demands for separate administration. The violence was systematic and brutal, targeting Kuki homes, businesses, and places of worship, leaving a trail of destruction and despair. This violence, which resulted in the displacement of tens of thousands of Kukis and numerous fatalities, shook the community to its core. Families were torn apart, and many lost their loved ones, homes, and livelihoods. The trauma of these events will linger for generations. Kuki activist. These horrific events brought the issue of Kuki autonomy into sharp focus. Activists and community leaders began to speak out more forcefully, demanding justice and a separate administration to protect their people. The Kukis argue that the violence is a direct result of their marginalized status within Manipur and the government's failure to address their long-standing grievances. They have faced systemic discrimination and neglect, which has only exacerbated their plight. The ethnic cleansing campaign has had a profound impact on the Kuki psyche, deepening their sense of insecurity and fueling their determination to secure a separate administration. The fear and anxiety that now permeate the community are palpable, affecting every aspect of their daily lives. They believe that this is the only way to ensure their safety and prevent future outbreaks of violence. The call for a separate administration is not just a political demand, but a plea for survival, a desperate attempt to protect their culture, identity, and future generations from further harm.